So today I'm going to tell you about my way of traveling. Tell me, who heard about Couchsurfing? Okay. I hope after my presentation, everybody will know about this web resource. So I'm Alexey Shikulin. I was born in Moscow, and I was happy enough to live in 3 countries, in Russia, in Italy, and in Kazakhstan. And actually, I lived in Russia in different cities as well. So now I live in Innopolis, well, +1. Okay. Let me start from the beginning. After I graduated university, I started to work in a big Russian company in Moscow, and I was working there for 7 years. And by the end of this time, I was really bored. I decided, well, I must change something in my life, and I started to travel. I moved to Italy and traveled all Europe in 1 year. All these countries, they are very different one from each other. They have different buildings, they have different very nice landscapes, different cuisine. Usually when you yes, when you travel, you value these things. But gradually I began to understand that not buildings, not nature is important, but people and culture, and to be able to share your life with them. And I found this web resource, Couchsurfing, where you can participate different events, where you can stay with somebody at his home, and where you can just meet people and they show you any interesting places in his city which you couldn't find using some guides or something like this. So, for example, at the moment in Kazan, there are many people who are ready to hang out with you, who are ready to come to Kazan. If you live here, you can meet them. And you can easily find many events that happens somewhere. For example, there are many events in St. Petersburg, but not so many events in Kazan. And if you didn't find anything that you like, then you can organize it yourself. As I did when I came here 2 months ago. I decided to visit an island, which is near Sviazhsk. And I posted that event on Couchsurfing, and I found 2 nice persons. So this guy from St. Petersburg and a girl from South Korea, they agreed to go with me there and explore the island. That was an amazing trip. So when you travel, when I travel, I first go to Couchsurfing and search for people who are ready to host me. And at some point, I returned to Russia, to St. Petersburg, and started to work at another software company. And after a month, I realized that I really miss traveling, adventures, and so on. But I couldn't quit the job because I had no money. So I started to host people. And one of my first guests were a couple from Andorra. I showed them many interesting places in Moscow. I'm sure they couldn't visit them if they used just a guide or reading internet. My guests were from Japan, and I discovered that people in Japan, they are completely different. This is people from another planet. They are not like people from Europe, in a good sense as well. So, strange, very strange. My guests were from Argentina, and they managed to tell me about their country in the sad ways that I definitely want to visit this country. And someday I will do it. This is my dream at the moment. And not only Argentina, but all countries in Latin America. I hosted many people from Europe. I remember very well that one of my guests from Lyon, from France, they made an amazing onion soup in my kitchen. I have never thought that you can make something really nice from onion, so they managed. And of course, I hosted people from Russia. This couple is from Chelyabinsk, and after they came to my place, we became very good friends. Collect references, you can just participating in events. And then, after you finish it, you can choose country which come to your place. There are many people who are waiting for you to ask them to come to you. So, for example, you can go to Germany or China, and they share their culture with you. Join us. Thank you very much.